I've just got back from a shopping trip. Not much of it was actually shop bought. Yeah, I bought the post because I'm going to cut that into 4 and bolt them all edge to edge to make a great big slab step for out in the garden. And I did buy 5 kgs of lawn seed and a bag of cement and a bag of sand. But the window, well actually it's a door, the door was free, the roofing iron was free. It's a bit scruffy on this side because the other side's primo. Got me a racing slick and some low profile tyres. No, these aren't going to go on one of my vehicles. These are going to get the sidewalls cut out of them and they're going to become potato and carrot gardens. I'll get all this unloaded. And now I'm going to use my reciprocating saw to cut the sidewalls out of just some of these tyres. The really low profile ones, I don't cut those. You'll see why in a moment. We've got 4 tyre shops in town and they're all just a little bit excited at the moment when they see me, because over the last 2 or 3 weeks I've taken something like 4 or 5 ute loads of tyres, which amounts to about 15 or 20 tyres per load, because they're all going into the garden. Now that we're working much harder in the garden from the point of view of food self-sustainability, we've discovered better ways of growing. Anna's discovered that putting vegetables in the tyres means that the soil warms up quite appreciably and the drainage is so much better. More resources. I've just been out and got 2 ute loads of tyre carcasses to extend the garden. And what I'm doing here is cutting out the sidewall, which is a really easy job if you have one of these. By cutting out the sidewall, as you can see, I vastly increased the growing area. On the super low profile ones, it doesn't need to be done so much. And why I leave the sidewall in is because it's incredibly stiff, and if I'm growing carrots or potatoes and going 2 or 3 tyres high, then they support each other really well, whereas when you take it off, you're relying on the soil to give it the stiffness. So one more to do, and then I'll move off over here and extend pit lane. Look at that, we've even got racing slicks. Down the far end of the cottage we've got a really sunny spot. Not particularly sunny yet because it's early in the day and today's not a really flash day, but Anna's putting the long-term stuff in here. There's going to be leeks and cauliflower and carrots. That's why these are 2 and 3 tall, because carrots need some depth. I've got some more tyres here that need filling. It's always a struggle finding topsoil, and of course once I've found the topsoil I've got to make sure that I've got the compost to mix with it so that we end up with a nice mix. Here's a nice big one. Not sure what we're going to put in here yet, but as I say, it still needs filling. These guys here are all filled up. They're pretty much ready to plant. Anna's already planted, I think, kumara, sweet potato, in here. Beautiful. And also same in this one. These enclosures that she makes from frost cloth are just the duck's nuts. They keep it warmer in there. They protect the plants from the wind, and of course they keep all the bugs out. Down here under my lemon tree, I've pulled up the turmeric that's always been planted under the lemon tree, harvested some of it, broken off the growing root nodules and replanted them into this tyre, and that's going to be a permanent home for the turmeric. It's a good warm spot in the full sun on a nice day, and it's a spot that we wouldn't otherwise be using. This is Rex's garden. He's not very good at just leaving it to grow. He likes to have little samples daily. In the greenhouse, the tomatoes and the basil are coming to an end. There's not much going on there. I've got some leeks that I started early. I'm going to give those a few more weeks in here, then they can go outside. And it's just been putting in lots and lots of celery because she's very keen on the green smoothies. My beans got decimated by caterpillars, yes, even here inside the greenhouse. Cabbage white butterflies do get in here, obviously. So they've been liberally dusted with diatomaceous earth, and we're just waiting for them to bounce back. I hope they do. I'm just soaking some more bean seeds at the moment, and I'll get those in shortly. We've got some Chinese cabbage, I believe. Anna went and bought those at the market the other day. I wasn't with her. I'm not sure what they were. Here's a little tobacco experiment. I was given some tobacco seeds, and so I've got them started off in here. And I've got a shelf of young avocado trees. It'll be several years till they're able to earn their keep. And it's not always guaranteed that a seed-raised avocado will produce fruit. But if I talk to them nicely, give them the love, I think that these will be viable. They're very, very healthy, and I love them to bits. Here's some garlic. We've got to wait for the shortest day till I can harvest that. You plant on the longest day, harvest on the shortest day. I'm going to start dropping one of my memes into each video just for a bit of humour. They're very varied, not always PC, but I'm sure you'll get a laugh. So there you go, change of seasons at Tiny House and Off-Grid Resources. All the summer stuff's coming out of the beds, the winter crops are going in. Struggle for me to produce as much compost as we need right now for replenishing everything, but with the new compost tea making device, the worm farm, and 3 compost bins and 2 composting toilets, I'm sure we'll catch up in no time. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you join me in the next video, which will be coming up real soon.